for this election, this 2025 year, we're gonna be I'm gonna be the next president. I'm gonna be the next 48th president of this country, and and to support the other countries. Now I heard that we know what's going on in the migration, and the goal is we give out the plans is we need to work on the migration. Now the migration plan, we know what matters to the whole world, because lots of people were sent back to their countries because they live with visas, even papers. What does it have to do with it? What does it have to do with it? Because people who are Hispanics used to have visas, passports, and papers. They should be here because they made America great. They were the first Hispanics made America great. And this is why we're gonna save the democracy, and to become the next president of the 48th is for the election 2025. Now I've been discovered as for the next president of this country. I've taken one model of every almost a democratic person that lives in California, Minnesota, and Illinois. Because we know what should we do. The goal is break the wall, and letting the migrants in with passports, visas, especially papers. Because once we break it, we go on a migration and things will go back in normal again, and that we're gonna save the democracy. This is why we do this. Because even though Trump's false claim about this, because of Trump's false claim about the migration plan, who cares about that? I know what is going on in the world, because we know what his vice president does not really appreciate about the migration. Even for the president of Ukraine, that the vice president said, "You're a dictator, disrespectful to America," and that is not true, because United States has been allied with Ukraine since Joe Biden has supported Ukraine by sending a lot of money and the military tanks, especially the military, to launch missiles against Russia since during the World War III. And Trump said, "You're gambling the World War III." And Ukraine president said it's not true. It is not true. Because he's not gambling. He's trying to attack more against Russia. Because how the way the people they mistreat, or how the way the people that they killed the person of Ukrainian is disgrace. And as of right now, I will support Ukraine and becoming the next president of this country, no matter what. Because we're going to save the democracy and be able to convince that the migration plan is going to be legal. All of the law firms that can help the Hispanics enter this country by having the passports, visas, and papers. Because we want to make this country feel safe for the Hispanics, especially for those who wanted still the education. Go to church. Go to an educational for Hispanics also. Because we know so many kids in Hispanic, almost all of the kids are losing education because of the administration of Trump. And I know what we're gonna do is that all the Latin America except Argentina, Peru, Uruguay, and Chile, rest of Latin America hates Trump because he's racist. He's racist to Mexico, Colombia, and Latin America, except Argentina, Uruguay, and Chile, which is in South America. But I know Latin America. I know understand what they feel, and this time I will support them. Be on the allies for the Latin America to recognize some people that are from Central America to South America, because we know what we do is to have the migration, letting those migrants in no matter what, because they made America great, because they were the ones that entered US with visa, passport, and the papers. And this is for this year. This year we're gonna do it. We're gonna settle for that by ordering and signing in, and no matter what. Even the Secretary of the State of US that wants only some countries that are accepted to receive deported migrants. Who cares about that? People in Latin America don't care about that because it's garbage. It's garbage and it's disgrace to the culture of people. And people are protesting against Trump because after what he committed about Haitian people there, saying that they were eating pets, and that was not actually true. It was like a dirty lie. They were voting. They were not eating pets. Like, who cares about that? Who cares about eating pets? Because I know Haitian community knows that Trump is racist to the Latin America, to the Caribbean, and because he doesn't support Ukraine throughout because of that. And this is why we're making justice, peace, and the liberty to make this country feel safe and become safe, the democracy. And I know what we're gonna take. The step is to learn how to become the next president of this country. Because we know what matters to the whole thing. The Latin America should be respect. No one should mess with the other country. Because about Trump's deportation plan, who cares about that? It is garbage and it's disgrace to the people in Latin America. Even Canada, they hate Trump because Joe Biden was better than Trump when he won it back in 2020 in the election year. Because he was better, he was able to help the migrants and some people, and that was a good thing. So now we're gonna is continue the protests. We're gonna let people to continue protesting against Trump's deportation plan, because we know what matters. Take one step, and then let's make to this in a big